Before we take you inside that dark parking lot where the tribal chief just got his revenge, smash that subscribe button and turn on every notification. Roman Reigns just attacked Seth Rollins after Monday Night Raw went off the air, and the footage will absolutely terrify you. Subscribe now. You are not ready for this. Last night at the MVP Arena in Albany, New York, the July 17th episode of Monday Night Raw delivered one of the most intense contract signings in recent memory. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins made their World Heavyweight Championship match at SummerSlam official. But that was on camera. What happened after the show went off the air? The tribal chief didn't just sign a contract. He set a trap. And when Rollins thought he had the last word, Reigns struck back with a vengeance that will echo all the way to Minneapolis. Here's the problem. Seth Rollins has been a thorn in Roman Reigns' side for over a decade. From their days as Shield brothers to their bitter rivalry, Rollins has consistently pushed Reigns to his limits. During the contract signing, Reigns spent the segment hammering one theme, that Rollins has always been and will always be his number two. He questioned whether Rollins could even stay healthy long enough to hold a title, mocked him for needing the Money in the Bank briefcase to reach the top, and even pulled Triple H into it. But Rollins didn't back down. He threw the first punch, weathered the Superman punch, and closed with a pedigree and a stomp to stand tall as Raw ended. Picture this. The MVP arena has emptied. The crowd has filed out. Seth Rollins is walking through the backstage corridor, still buzzing from his victory, when he hears footsteps behind him. He turns. Too late. Roman Reigns emerges from the shadows, flanked by members of the Bloodline. According to backstage sources, Reigns didn't say a word. He just attacked. The tribal chief unloaded with a brutal assault, fists, clubbing blows, a Superman punch that sent Rollins staggering. Reigns grabbed Rollins by the throat and delivered a thunderous powerbomb onto a pile of production equipment. The crash echoed through the empty hallway. Reigns leaned down, his face inches from Rollins, and whispered, "You think a sucker punch makes you better than me? You think standing tall on Raw means anything? At SummerSlam, I closed the door on you forever." Security rushed in, but it was too late. The message had been delivered. But this ambush wasn't random. It was calculated revenge. Taking to social media after the show, Reigns delivered the final blow. "Of course the guy who can't win a title on his own would sucker punch me. For that type of disrespect, we could end you. Too easy. Just remember, all the biggest moments of your career are because of me, not anymore. At SummerSlam, I closed the door on you forever." The psychological warfare was relentless. Reigns had verbally eviscerated Rollins during the contract signing, mocking him for needing the Money in the Bank briefcase to win titles and accusing him of faking an injury to cash it in. He even told Rollins, "They pretty much gave you all my stuff, and you still couldn't walk in my shoes, number two." And when Rollins finally snapped and attacked, Reigns knew exactly what he was doing. He wanted Rollins to feel invincible. He wanted the Visionary to believe he had won. And then he wanted to remind him exactly who Roman Reigns is. You think that's the end of Reigns' backstage rampage? Stay with me, because what Seth Rollins did next, after recovering from that brutal attack, will absolutely shock you. Do not click away. Here's the climax of the backstage drama. After the attack, Rollins didn't go to the hospital. He didn't call for help. According to a production source, he pulled out his phone, recorded a 30-second video, and posted it to social media. In the video, Rollins is still breathing heavy, wincing from the pain, but his eyes are burning with defiance. He says, "Roman Reigns, you got your shot tonight. You caught me off guard. Congratulations. But at SummerSlam, there's no ambush. There's no bloodline. There's just me, you, and that ring. And when I walk out with that World Heavyweight Championship, you'll realize that the only thing you accomplished tonight was making me angry." The Visionary isn't backing down. He's doubling down. And when those two former Shield brothers finally collide at SummerSlam, headlining night 2 of the biggest party of the summer, the wrestling world will never be the same. So here's the truth about what happened after Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns attacked Seth Rollins backstage, not to injure, but to send a message. The tribal chief reminded the Visionary that in this business, the predator always strikes when you least expect it. But Seth Rollins isn't scared. He's furious. And when those two titans step into the ring at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship for only the third time in the last 14 years, the final chapter of their decade-long rivalry will be written. Reigns wants to close the door forever. Rollins wants to prove he's never been number two, and only one man will walk out with the title. If you want to be the first to know what happens when Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins finally collide at SummerSlam, and whether the tribal chief truly closes the door on the Visionary forever, hit subscribe right now and ring that bell. Like this video if you think Rollins will dethrone Reigns. Comment "The Visionary rises" or "The tribal chief's reign." I'll pin the most intense prediction. And share this with every wrestling fan who remembers when 3 men changed the world. Reigns has struck, Rollins has responded, and SummerSlam will never be the same. See you in the next one.